We shall move on to the next problem. Draw a DFA to accept exactly 1A. Okay. So strings of A's and B's, it is not given like that. It is just given draw a DFA to accept exactly 1A. So it means that the input consists of only an alphabet A. Okay. So you have to draw a DFA to accept exactly 1A. So what are the different possibility? You have only one possibility, that is you can have only 1A. Okay, you have only one particular possibility. If you have more than 1A, then you should directly ignore it. Okay, so we shall draw a DFA now. Start. Draw a state. I'll name it as Q0. So what does it accepts? It accepts only 1A. So I'll go to one more state. I'll go to state Q1. So what does it accepts? 1A. So I'll write A. So start, it will read 1A. So this is the only possibility. I have to stop here. So I will put 2 circles. Okay, so this becomes the final state. So I told you, once you have any input, the input here is A. So no matter how many states you take, from each and every state you should have one outgoing that particular variable. Okay, so here from Q0 I have a outgoing variable A. From Q1 also I should have one outgoing variable A. But if I take one extra A, what happens? It will be more than 1A, which will violate this particular condition. So the only option is from Q1 I should take a A. Okay, from Q1 I'll take a outgoing A. I'll take the next state. The next state is Q2. Okay, and I will name this state as dead state. That is, whatever comes here is ignored. So from Q0 I have 1A. From Q1 I have one outgoing A which goes to dead state. So this particular value will be ignored. So from Q2, since it is a state, I need one more A. So I will just loop this A. So no matter how many A's after I have this single A, everything will go to dead state and this will be ignored. Okay, so this is a DFA to accept exactly 1A. The next question, draw a DFA to accept strings of A's and B's having exactly 1A. So this is similar to previous question. That is, it should accept exactly 1A. But what is the difference? It has here A's and then B's. So in previous question you had only A. So here what is the basic condition? It should accept exactly 1A. So this is the initial condition. So it should accept only 1A. What else? It has A's and B's having exactly 1A. It means that it can have any number of B's. Okay, it can have any number of B's, but number of A should only be 1. So what are the different possibilities that I can have? So I can have B, A, B. So here I can see I have only one A. So I can have A, B, B, B. So you can have any number of B's. You have only one A. Or I can have B, 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 A. So I can have any number of B's, only one A. Or I can have B, B, A, B, B, something like this. Number of B's can be anything, but number of A should only be 1. Okay, so this is the initial condition. So we shall draw a DFA with respect to this condition now. So I'll write start. Okay, I'll take a state. Okay, I'll name the state as Q0. So it should accept exactly 1A. Okay, I'll take a A. So I'll take one more state Q1. So this is the base condition, exactly 1A. So this is accepted. So as soon as A is accepted, what I'll do, I'll take this as final state. Okay, this is similar to previous one. Next I have A's and B's. What about other A? Okay, other A's, everything should be discarded. So what I'll do is, the A that goes out from Q1, I'll take it to a state Q2, which is known as dead state. Okay. So now what about B? So your input string consists of A's and B's. So from Q0 I have taken A, from Q1 I have taken A, Q2 is a dead state, so A I will simply loop it here, everything here will be discarded. Now I have to consider B. So what about this B? So you can see here in the beginning I have B, I can have any number of B's in the beginning. Okay, so can see this example, can see this example, this example. I can have any number of B's followed by one A. So how can you have any number of B's? You can simply loop a B here. So from Q0 I have an outgoing A, I should have one outgoing B also. So I will loop it here. So from Q0 A and B is done. Next from Q1. So after I read a 1B, after I read 1A, followed by I can have any number of B's. Okay, after 1A, I can have any number of B's. So what I will do here, I will take a loop again. Okay, so from Q1 also A is done, B is done. So Q2, it is a dead state. I will simply loop A and then B. Now we shall check the condition whether it satisfies or not. So from Q0, I have B, A and then B. Okay, this is done. Next A, so it goes to A, then 3 B's I have, B, B, B and it is a final state. This is done. Next I'll consider B, 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 A. So I can have B, B, B and then A, then it goes to final state. Next B, B, A, B, 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 A, B, B. Likewise, you can check for all the possibilities. Suppose think that you have more than one A. Something like B, A, A, A. So I have more than one A, it shouldn't be accepted. We shall check whether it is ignored or not. So from starting state, it will read one B. Okay, it will read one A. So as soon as it reads A, it will reach final state. So what are the other possibilities? The other possibilities, you can read one more A, but it goes to dead state, right? So it can't be considered. One more possibility is you can read any number of B's. Can you read any number of B's here? No. So B, A, I have n number of A's. I cannot read n number of A's here. So this is not a valid string. Even according to DFA, this is not accepted. So B, A. It will stop here. N number of A's I can't read. Okay. So likewise you can check for different possibilities. The next problem, draw a DFA to accept strings of A's and B's starting with a string AB. Okay, starting with the string AB. So what are the different possibilities? Input consists of two things. It consists of A and then it consists of B. So it should start with the string AB. That is, basic condition is this one. It should start with the string AB. Starting with AB in the sense, after AB you can have anything. Okay, after AB you can have anything. So no matter what it is, this is fixed. Next, I will take one more example, AB. So it should start with AB. Then it can have anything. I can have A, B, so on. Okay, next, it should start with AB. Then I can have anything. I can have A, so on. One more example. It should start with AB. Then I can have B, so on. So here the combination can be anything. Okay, the combination can be anything. So initially you can see that this AB is fixed everywhere. Okay, AB is fixed everywhere. So we shall draw a DFA with respect to basic condition now. That is start. Okay, start. I'll take one state, initial state. I'll name it as Q0. Okay, so what is the basic condition? It should read A and then it should read B. So from Q0 I will read A. it will go to the next state. I'll name the state as Q1. Next it should read B. I'll take it as one more state. I'll name the state as Q2. Okay, so this is a basic condition AB. So after AB I need not read anything also. I can stop here. So what I'll do, I'll take this as a final state. Okay, so basic condition is done. Now we shall check with other possibilities. So from Q0, here it accepts A's and then B's. So from Q0 I am done with A. Now what about B? Okay, what about B? So B, I can loop B here. I can take B to Q1. I can take B to Q2. I have different possibilities. Okay, I can loop it here. I can take it to Q1 or I can take it to Q2. But if I take it in that way, what happens? It will violate the condition, because no matter what it is, it should start with AB. So if I take a B here, here or here, it means that my string can start with B. Okay, as soon as it starts, it can read a B, which will violate the condition. So what is the only possibility? The only possibility is I will take one more state Q3. Okay, I'll take a state Q3. I'll name it as dead state. Okay, I'll name it as dead state. So from Q0, the extra B, I'll put it to dead state. So if it reads a B, I should ignore it. Okay, I should ignore it. So this is a dead state. So from Q3, I will loop A and B. Okay, so this is done. So I'm done with A. Next, I have to read B. So A, B is done. So from Q1, I should take out one A. So from Q1, I can loop A here. Okay, I can come back to Q0 here, or I can move back to Q2 here. Okay, so I have different possibility. Okay, so now what should I do with this particular A? Supposing that I will loop A here. Okay, I will loop A here. That time what happens? I can read a string like this: A and B. Okay, so A and B. So if it is A, B, whether it is accepted? No. So no matter what it is, I should start with AB. So if you get any example of this kind, that is starting with AB or starting with any string is given, so this will be the base condition. So base condition, you will write it here. Okay. After that, no matter what it is, the other input, simply put it to dead state. Okay. So from Q1, B is taken here. A, I will put it to dead state. So from Q0, A and B is done. From Q1 also A and B is done. What about Q2? So it should start with AB. After AB, I can have anything. I can have only A. I can have only B. I can have combinations of A and B, and this can be repeated any number of times. So what I'll do is, I will simply loop it here. And I'll name it as A, B. Okay, so I'm done with this. We shall check the possibility. So first one is AB. It will start A, B, it will stop. I'm done with this. Next AB, AB. So it will start A, B, final state. So only if it is final state, it means that the string is accepted. Next one is AB, start A, B. I can have any number of A's. A. Next possibility, A, B. I can have any number of B's. Okay. Likewise, you should check for different possibility. Your single DFA should accept all the strings. Okay, according to the condition that is given. So simply don't put input symbols to that state. So you have to check the condition. Based on that, you have to proceed. Okay. So once you're done with this, okay, once you have written the DFA, for each and every problem, you have to write those 5 tuples for deterministic FSM. So here I have only given this thing DFA. So in previous classes, I have told you how to write the different tuples, the 5 different tuples. Okay, just write for each and every problem. So while writing that, you can exclude dead state.